Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to the new show that is Body Tales with Somya. So it's a new podcast series, the show where we are going to talk, where we are going to learn about how you feel about your body, how I feel about my body. And yes, the show is about girls and women, their experiences that we are going to discuss and share and learn more about how you actually feel. We have like couple of challenges on my channel. You have lots of diet related videos, you have many things related to your physical fitness, and which in turn implies to your mental fitness as well. But I would like to talk to you about how you feel during this process, how you feel about your body, how it derives your confidence, and my stories, the things that actually shaped me the way I am, the things that I have learned so far, and how my perspective towards my body has changed over the years. So yes, this is all about that show. And today's topic is about, as you have read the topic itself, the title itself, that says how I used to feel when someone calls me fat. So, I remember the first time when I felt bad about it was when I was probably in my 11th or 12th standard, when you are already like having these kind of body issues. I think this happens to each and every teenager out there. So I remember I was in my school probably where someone called me fat, and I was chubby kid since my childhood, but never derived that confidence from being fat, because I was always good at dancing, I was always good at my studies, so everybody around me was used to compliment me for that more. So I never felt the need of thinking about how I look. But in 11th and 12th standard, you start looking towards yourself in a very different way. You want to look good, you want everybody to appreciate you by the way you look, and that happens with every teenager, and that was a thing with me as well. So I felt really bad, and I remember that day when I went home, I tried my old clothes, trying to see that if I fit in those clothes. But to my obviously to as it was, of course I was gaining weight because I was preparing for my engineering entrance. Definitely I was just studying, sitting continuously, I was not doing any physical activity, and my body is such that whenever I don't do any physical activity, it will gain weight very fast. So I tried my old clothes and I felt really bad because they were not fitting me properly. It was tight from my armholes, and I was not able to get in them, and I cried in front of the mirror because I don't know what to do about it. I was really sad and depressed, but I have this thing in my mind that if I'll dance it out or I'll do any physical activity, I have a body that will shed away this weight very easily. So I tried, and when you do something to yourself or to your body, you always feel that it will like take you few days, it will take you like 4 to 5 days, and after that you again check your weight, you again go and try those clothes because you start feeling light, but the scale doesn't go down. So I did like dance workout, like dancing, my usual thing, for 4 to 5 days with my studies. I had that time in my phase, I was in a pressure of lot of things. So I have a pressure of keeping up with my school schedule, with my examination, with my coaching schedule. I was also going through a lot of health issues. I'll discuss about that in the later part of the video. But yes, I was going through a lot at that particular time. And that little girl, like a teenager, what was my age? I think 15 or 16-year-old. I was just constantly thinking about the way I look, that bad you feel about yourself. So the thing is, you feel sad about it whenever someone says a bad thing to you, only when you feel the same about yourself, and that's called insecurity. Insecurities are developed only because you feel about yourself the same. When anybody else comments about your weight, when anybody comments about your color, about your height, anything of that sort, you will feel about it only when you are going through it as well and you feel that complexion within yourself. So when someone used to comment on my height, I never felt bad, because I know that I am okay. I am 5 feet 3 inches long, and that's completely fine, and I cannot do much about it. It is because of my genetics. But when someone said that I have gained weight, it suddenly triggered something in me, and I felt really bad about it. And I don't know how I used to manage back then, but for sure I was really very depressed. So 4 days down the lane, I was like, 4 days I was continuously working out rigorously, and I was feeling very light. And after 4 to 5 days, I checked my weight again, and it did not drop a kilo. It was not even a kilo. I think I gained about 1 kg. So the level of depression was altogether different level. I did not have any knowledge of my body, science, how it works, how calories works. At that time, I was just seeing that if I'll dance, I'll lose my weight, and then it will show up on the scale, because that was happened previously as well. So when the weight actually went up, I was so much depressed that what's happening to me? Am I developing some kind of a problem in my body? Am I having thyroid or any kind of chronic disease? Because my weight is not going down. After 4 days, I was thinking that. And the when you don't have any knowledge or learning about this, the only thing you consider as the barometer is your weighing scale. You do not think about anything else. You do not give time. You don't have patience at that particular time. Already you are so much in stress. What are you going to think? And I was going to that particular phase, and I remember I called my mother, and she was sitting, and I said, Mama, I'm gaining a lot of weight. So she said, no, you look perfectly fine. You look so cute, and we really like. Otherwise, you look very lean. You'll not look good. You have a figure, and you look perfect. Like, you know how mothers are, right? They don't for them, you are always the best and the prettiest girl in this world, and it doesn't matter if I am, how, it feels. She'll be like, you are the perfect girl in this world. But I knew for the fact that I am getting very underconfident because of that. And whenever I used to go to school after that, I used to feel like I was to hide myself. I used to wear different kinds of things inside my body so that it doesn't show up. I used to hide my fat. I did a lot of things for those particular things. I went on the web at that particular time. They were not like, these things were not that popular, but I got one ad from the TV which says that when you use this particular oil, you'll be able to lose weight in just one day. And I got conned for that, and I actually ordered that. So this is a real story of my life where I got motivated by the ad that I saw on the TV. They said that you'll be able to get rid of your fat in just one day by putting this oil and that. And I ordered that oil. I just convinced my mother somehow. She also agreed to it. I don't know how, but she also agreed to it, and she was convinced. And we ordered it, and I used it for a 2 day, and nothing happened for sure, as it would never happen like that. And again, I was depressed because obviously nothing was going to change. I thought that this is the story of my life now. I'll be fat always, and I will always go through this situation in my life. So I remember that my father came to me and asked me that, are you feeling fit and healthy, or are you just feeling very less energetic, inactive, underconfident? And yes, I was feeling very less energetic. I did not feel good about myself. I was feeling really low. I was not able to keep up with the concentration with my studies as well. And all of this was just because someone commented me with the way I look. Apart from that as well, I was also going through a lot of health issues, because when you gain weight, there are a lot of things that happens. Okay, so there were I was lacking in stamina, there was no flexibility in my body, and also I think there were, at that particular time, I was going through migraine issues. So there were a lot of things that were happening all together. But the real concern, apart from all the health issues that I had, that was really necessary for me to cut down on my weight, the important and the most, you know, thing that made me tense on those particular time was my the way the one that particular person who commented on my weight. If anybody I used to hide from my family members. Whenever they used to come, I will not go and I will not talk to them, because I know that I'm gaining weight. They'll first thing that they'll say is, ये कितनी मोटी हो गई है, क्या हो गया है, ये कितना वेट बढ़ गया है ना. पर some people will be like nice and they'll put it like, अभी बिल्कुल अच्छी लग रही है, हेल्दी हो गई है. एंड सम पीपल विल बी लाइक, कितनी मोटी हो गई है, कम खाया कर, थोड़ा कम खाया कर. एंड आई वॉज नॉट buying to any of those things. I was really very sad, and I did not like meeting new people. The confidence was just not there. Then probably there was something in me that was always there about, you know, learning new things and exploring new things. And no matter how I felt at that particular time, I wanted to get out of this shell. I was going into the shell, and I think that, I don't know from where it came, but that thing of learning about why this happens to you, and why you gain weight, and why it's important to avoid some certain things in life, why it's important to develop a lifestyle, and everything was there in my life much later. Initially, when I started my weight loss journey, as I said, the only thing that I had in mind, I want to get rid of this 15-16 kgs. I want to look thinner, and then everybody will be like, she's looking just perfect, she has a fit body, and like that. I was just wanting that comment and nothing else. I was not concerned about the health issues that I had. And what else can you expect from a teenager, right? So yes, I started my thing, and did some did like 20 days of treadmill. Then after that, my knees were really paining badly, because I will do everything very rigorously. You know, it is coming from the place of low confidence. I was so much anguished, I was so much in anger towards myself. I was so angry with myself only. I was very angry with my body, that why the hell I'm looking like this. I was so pissed with myself, that why I'm not able to do this. This is so basic. And I pushed my boundaries way too much. I remember I used to do the treadmill like 1.5 hours for a straight, and every day I used to not have anything. Like, I used to skip my dinners, and with that I lost about 15-16 kgs. But with this, I think it took me about 6 months of a period. And in that particular time, I learned a lot of things. The transition of various feelings, the feeling when you lose weight, the feeling when you don't lose weight, the feeling when it becomes stagnant, the feeling when you reach to that point when you don't know that how you're feeling right now, you're feeling very indifferent about yourself. So you deal with lots of things when it comes to your body. And I had those major body issues for sure. And I remember that time when like 15 days of continuous treadmill I did, and then my knees were badly hurt. Then again, I was put on to rest. Then after that, after a few days, I started back. I started with some dance workout, did some exercises. Then I lost some weight, and then everybody started commenting, she has lost weight, she has again lost weight. Then after I've lost like 15 to 16 kgs, everybody started commenting, कितनी ज़्यादा पतली हो गई है, ये ऐसी क्यों हो गई है, एकदम सूख गई है ऐसे. तो I was like, these are the same people who commented with me when I was had put on weight, and now they are saying the opposite thing. What should I do? I am in a dilemma. what should I do? Because these are the same people who were like made me underconfident because I was fat, and now they are making me feel that I'm lean and I'm too way too slim. And that particular time, maybe that phase of my life, I realized that because of these comments or the way I look should not drive my confidence. Maybe I don't know at what particular time or what particular day when I realized this, but obviously with experience, with time, you start realizing that you are much beyond the way you look. Fitness, your health is really important. I realized, because if you're not healthy and if you're not fit, you will not be happy and you'll not enjoy anything what you do. And I have realized its importance way too early in my life. But having said all of these things, the way you look should not drive your confidence. The way you look will be the byproduct. If you are healthy, if you're eating healthy, if you are doing exercising, if you are doing the right things, the results will be right. You will look good. If you are not doing it in the right direction, you will never feel healthy about yourself. You will never feel good, and it will show up on your body. So they are just the byproduct, and you should not derive your confidence from the byproduct. You should. This is what I learned, and I know that this learning doesn't come like this. It took me a range of experiences in my life, lots of comments, lots of learnings, lots of mistakes that I did. And with the students that I have now, like, I always focus on making sure that they develop a lifestyle for themselves, because if they don't, I know what are the mistakes that they're going to do. If your goal is to achieve a body, then you will definitely achieve that body by variety of means, and you will get there, but the roads, if that road is not right, you will probably get there, but you will not be happy reaching there. If you enjoy this journey along with the right goal and the right direction, you will enjoy it, and you will be really happy when you reach there, and it will never stop. Otherwise, you will be, you'll reach that saturation very soon, and you'll feel, now what to do. So it has to be more related to the journey, as I said. So now when, as I said, I realized that this is not what I'm going to do. I'll not derive my confidence from the way I look or the way what people comment on me. I started taking their comments not too seriously in my life. But what actually mattered to me was that, am I exercising regularly? Am I feeling fit? Am I being active? Have I gained that stamina to work out, to make others work out? So because that was my profession by then. It took me really long to understand this, and to be very honest, I didn't wanted anybody else, like my team or my students or anybody who want to get something out of my journey. I wanted them to understand that it's more about the lifestyle. If you are having good lifestyle, if you are learning on the process, if you are giving time to understand, you are gaining good knowledge about the things about your body, you're going to enjoy it. So the reason I am coming up with this series is because I have gone through these things. I have gone through all these body issues, and I know how the insecurities hit you. When people say that I am really happy the way I am, and I don't care about what people say, I don't think that is really true, because it really hits you hard. Whether you are lean, whether you have gained weight, or whatever kind of body comment that people usually does without thinking much, you actually get hit by it very hard. And that's what happened with me. So the reason why I started this podcast series is because I want to discuss and talk about these body issues, talk about these insecurities. I have lots of fitness challenges, lot diet related videos, everything on my channel, and all of those videos will help you develop a lifestyle and clean eating and making fitness your priority. And this particular podcast is about how you feel and how you got to feel and how it's normal to feel like that. It's more about the way you feel about your body, as I said in the beginning of this podcast as well, that Body Tales with Somya is just about the way you feel about your body. And I will come up with so many guests here who will discuss about how they are dealing with their bodies right now, with at different stages of their life, probably different career options, because everybody's body goals are different. Everybody, if you are an athlete, then would be a body goal would be different. If you are working on a night shift, your body goal will be different. And if you are like at a particular age, post pregnancy, we women have so much to go through, and at different phases of our life we go through very different body issues. And I hate to say this, but this really exists, and you need not to hide from it, or you need not to deny it, because denial is not the way you have to live your life. The acceptance is something that's important right now, and if you accept it, if you acknowledge it, it will become really easy. If I knew this when I started my journey, or when I was going through it, it would have been much easier. So yes, the reason I am up with this podcast is to make your life, I don't think easier, but just to talk my heart out, talk everybody's heart out. And I want you to comment down below and say how you feel, how you are feeling right now, and at what phase of your life you are. Do you find it relatable? Because I don't know, everybody will have to go through a different journey, everybody will have different experiences. To me, there were very different experiences that I will come one by one on this series. But yes, I want everybody to be my friend, and as I say, that you are my GGT family member, and I want this family to be open about how they feel as well. So yes, this is all about this podcast series. I hope you will acknowledge the insecurities that you have with this series, and acknowledge the fact that it's pretty normal to have all these issues, and it's pretty normal to feel like this, because everybody does that. Some accepts it, some accept that, some doesn't, but it's completely normal. So yes, that's it about today's podcast. I'll come up with a new episode very, very soon, with new guests with us, probably sharing their things, and also I'll come up with more stories like this. And if you enjoy it, do give it a thumbs up and comment below how you feel about this podcast. That's it about this video. Stay fit, stay happy. I love you all. Bye bye.